Hey, and welcome back to Conscious Living. It's Earth Month, and you know, for us, Earth Month is like our Super Bowl.
It's Earth Day, it's your birthday, it's Earth Day, it's your birthday, it's Earth Day, it's your birthday. What's that, Mother Earth? How you
Well, to
doing?
help us celebrate and help you celebrate, we're going to be bringing you fun ways to connect on a deeper level to Mother Earth, like green gardening tips from Green Gurus Love and Carrots.
And I'm looking forward to that segment. But if gardening's not your thing, don't worry about it. There's plenty of things you can do to show your love to the planet, like cutting out the chemicals from your hair routine and going natural. Healthy hair expert Funlayo Alabi is here to show us how. Then we'll whisk you away to one of our favorite places on the planet where conscious living was birthed, Sedona, Arizona, for some mind, body, spirit healing in their magical vortexes.
All this and more coming up on Conscious Living.
So after a long winter, I can't wait to get my hands in some soil and get dirty. So to show us how to do it, we have Meredith Shepard here from Love and Carrots, who's going to break down how to make the most of the growing season. Hey, Meredith.
How you doing, Michael? Starting in the spring, you want to get an early start, right, to get those vegetables in the ground.
Absolutely.
And a great way to do that is to start your seeds indoors. So that's what I'm going to talk about today.
Okay. Now, where'd you get the name Love and Carrots?
Well, it's kind of a play on love and care for your garden.
Uh-huh.
Get it?
I like it.
So yeah, we went with it. I thought, can I do that?
I love it.
I think I can.
Yes,
So I did.
I love it, and I like carrots, so that works.
Awesome. Well, thanks. So to start, you need to get a good seed starting soil mix. We make our own at Love and Carrots.
Okay.
And in that is...
Can we just find that at a hardware store?
You can. You can find it at a hardware store. I would go for an organic one because we like to grow organically.
Yeah.
But it's basically an absorbent soil with all the nutrients that the seeds need to get started.
Okay.
We use
Cool.
a mix of compost, worm castings, vermiculite, and peat moss.
Okay, cool.
And that works pretty well. So,
So we start indoors.
yeah, you start
We
indoors.
just get one of these little fancy things at
this is
the hardware store.
This is a 6-pack. It's just a seed starter. It's got little small plugs where you put the seeds, and then when you're ready to transplant them outside, you'll just pick them out and put them in the ground.
Cool,
So
perfect.
first place to start is to fill it up with soil.
Okay.
So I brought some soil here.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna
Can I
fill
just
it up.
put my hand in that too?
Oh yeah, get in there.
Can I
It's
help?
great.
Okay. It's so, I find it so just relaxing,
Yeah.
and it just takes me back to like, this is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
This is what life's supposed to be.
That's perfect. So you don't want to pack it in.
You don't?
You don't want to pack it in. You want to
Okay.
be a nice, like, firm but loose fit.
Firm but loose fit. Like my clothes.
Right. Exactly. That's
And my
what we
bras.
go for.
Yes. But that's another segment.
So I like to press it down just a little bit to make sure that there's no airspace, so that when you water it, it doesn't collapse.
Ah, okay.
And then you put the seeds in. I brought
Okay.
2 different kinds of seeds today, peas and lettuce.
Nice.
Both are early spring crops, so you want to
Okay.
start them, you know, in the early March.
Nice.
And both are different sizes, and I'm going to talk a little bit about seed size and seed depth because how deep are you supposed to plant your seed?
That was my next question.
So let's start with the pea because there's an easy little exercise to figure that out.
Peas.
So peas are a pretty big seed compared to lettuce, and the general rule of thumb is that you want to plant the seed with twice as much soil on top. So think of the width of this pea seed and then double that, and that's how much soil you put on top. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So with the pea
I never
seed,
knew that. I always, you know, because you read it and it says like half an inch or a quarter inch or whatever, but that's a good rule of thumb.
Well, that's a great place to look at it too, is right on the packet.
Right.
But if you don't have the packet or whatever, then
Yeah.
you can just, so small.
If you hustle some seeds from somewhere, hey, give me those seeds.
Or you saved your own.
Yeah, you
even.
saved your own, right.
So, yeah, the bigger the seed, the deeper it goes.
Okay.
As a basic rule
Cool.
of thumb. So with this pea seed, you're gonna put it in about half an inch because that's about double. So you just poke it in like that,
Nice.
and we can do some more. You wanna do some?
Yeah, I want to do one.
There you go.
Thank you.
We'll do 3 of these.
Okay.
Just poke it in, and
Nice.
then kind of cover it up.
Seems like it was
Yeah, that
about
was
the same.
Perfect. My gosh, you're good
Okay.
at this. There you go. That's great.
Nice.
So then lettuce seeds, as you can see, this is Bib lettuce. It's one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's kind of a butter lettuce. Lettuce seeds are much, much smaller
Tiny.
than
Look at these things.
than pea seeds. Yeah, they're
Tiny.
little. For these, you just want to sprinkle them on top of the soil and then just barely cover them.
Really?
So there you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Just
those
sprinkle
two
on
cells.
top.
Yep, just sprinkle on
And
top of
barely
the soil.
cover them. And it's okay to have like several?
Yeah, so
one little...
in seeding you always want to overseed. So our intention is to have one lettuce plant per square, but we're not sure that each one of the seeds is going to germinate. So we're overseeding, and then later we're going to thin them, which I'll talk about in a second.
Okay.
After you put the seeds in and cover the soil, you want to water them pretty lightly. The goal is to have the soil about the wetness of a moist sponge, of a wrung out sponge. So imagine a sopping wet sponge that's too wet.
Too wet.
A dry sponge that's hard is too dry. Imagine a sponge that's been wet and then wrung out. That's
perfect.
That's your goal.
Okay. So then we've watered them correctly.
And
then we move to...
And then they pop up. And this is what a newly germinated seed looks like. Each seed has the energy and all the material in it to produce two of these little leaf-like things. They're not actually leaves, believe it or not.
They're not?
They're not.
I was wondering, because it always seems like they look the same.
Yeah.
But they're nubs, or... It's probably
They're
not the horticultural
nubby,
term, but...
Well, the horticultural term is cotyledons.
Cotyledons.
Which is a bit of a mouthful.
Okay.
But each seed inside has the energy to create that.
Cool.
And after that comes up, it starts photosynthesizing, and then the next step is to thin them. So here you can see this is actually Swiss chard, but since we put 2 or 3 seeds in each hole, all the plants have come up. So now we have to thin them out to give the adult plants more space.
Okay.
You just get some scissors and clip out. You pick the winner and then clip out the rest.
So how do you choose the winner?
Well, you just look and see which one's the biggest, which one looks the most healthy. So in this cell, I'm going to choose this guy and then cut out the rest.
I always feel like bad that I don't try to save them all.
Well, you're not going to waste, these aren't going to go to waste.
I'm not?
So I recommend doing this with a colander and collecting your thinnings in the colander. Then you can take the thinnings directly to the sink, rinse them off, and you can have a great little microgreen salad. It's really nutritious.
Okay. Yeah. So when we cut it off, it's not going to grow back. The winner's going to win, basically.
Nope, because you cut it back. You cut it off right at the soil level, just like that.
Right at the soil level.
There we go. Just like that.
Cool.
And so later on, they grow even larger, and they look like this. And the way to know when they're ready to put in the ground is once they get a couple true leaves. So these were cotyledons. The true leaves actually look like leaves.
Like leaves.
So in this plant...
And is this like, is there a height typically, if it's like that certain height, or?
Well, you're not actually looking for the height because plants vary. What you're looking for is that the roots have actually filled in the plug. It's called a plug.
Okay.
So you can see that how I popped that right out.
Yeah.
That's because the roots have kind of filled in enough that they've grabbed onto the soil and they can pop right out. So this is ready to go in the garden.
Interesting. And then you just pop it right into the garden.
Pop it right in, bury it right at the top of the plug level, and you should have some great kale in the spring.
Cool. Excellent. Well, Meredith, this has been awesome. Thank you. I can't wait to just put this all into practice. I feel like I got my skills. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. This has been fun.
Yes. Loving carrots, kid. So up next, Bianca's going to share with us some natural hair tips that is going to make your hair say thank you. Don't go away.
There's nothing more earthy than going natural with your hair. With all the chemicals in our products these days, it's a good idea. The problem is many of us don't know how to take care of our natural locks once we make the transition. So you're in luck because today we have natural hair care and beauty expert Funlayo Alabi, who is the CEO and co-founder of Shea Radiance, to give us some tips on taking care of natural hair without all the toxins. Hey, Funlayo.
Hi, Bianca.
You are a person I've been wanting to see for a while.
I am so glad we are connected.
Yes, help me take care of this mane. You know, it's a big job.
Well, first of all, Bianca, your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
And just 2 things I'll say right off the bat about natural hair. Beauty begins from the inside out. So what you eat, your exercise routines, everything affects your skin and your hair.
Yeah.
And the second thing is we all know that natural, curly, or kinky hair is very delicate.
Yes.
And so we have to hydrate and feed it with really great things.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the problems. My hair always feels like it gets dry after a couple days after washing, and that's always sort of the battle. So what are some ways to keep it moist and take care of it naturally without all the toxins and, of course, the relaxers, which we don't do those anymore. It's not good for your health.
Absolutely not. So it's amazingly simple to take care of natural hair because you can find the natural ingredients you need for your hair in your kitchen cupboard or your bathroom cabinet. So what I have here are my top 5 favorites for natural hair. And I'm going to show you a few things you can do with them. Very easy for your beautiful hair.
Thank you.
My number 1 item obviously is shea butter. And as you all know, it comes from West Africa. It's really rich and great for hair and skin. And for those who don't know, shea butter actually comes from a nut that grows on a tree. It's hand-picked and hand-harvested by African women. My second favorite is virgin coconut oil. You cook with it, you can put it on your skin. It's amazing for hair. Just like shea butter, it seals the cuticles and keeps the moisture in. So you can use it as a pre-conditioning treatment. Put it in your hair, put a cap on it, and just let it sink into your hair. It's amazing for the hair.
So how long do you leave it on? I mean, all day, all night, a couple hours? What's the best?
Well, you know, a lot of us are very busy, so we don't have hours to leave product on our hair. But one of the things you can do for a real deep conditioning treatment is you can leave it on your hair overnight or just for 30 minutes. And the same thing applies to the shea. You just emulsify it in your hands, run it through your hair, and just let it seep in and then wash it out. So that's how shea butter works as a treatment. My next favorite oils that are amazing for your natural hair are avocado oil, which comes from the seed in avocados that you would find in your fridge. Obviously, you can't extract the oil yourself. You have to buy the oil in the store. So you can go to any of your natural food stores to find avocado oil.
Great.
Very easy.
Good fats for your hair. I like
Good
that.
fats for your hair. Yes.
Inside and out.
Inside and out. And that's the amazing thing about having natural hair. You feed it like you would feed your body. And the last 2 I want to run by you really quick are hemp seed oil. I really recommend the natural hemp seed, which is green. It's not stripped off or refined. And also I have Haitian castor oil that comes from a really great company called Creole Essence. They work with Haitian cooperative women's groups to source their Haitian castor oil.
Wow, it's really emollient. Castor oil, that's one of those things that like your grandmother always said, take castor oil.
Yes, so as you can see, everything here is ingestible.
Doesn't
because
smell bad
shea
either.
butter is a cooking oil in West Africa. Coconut oil, most people cook with it. So everything I've presented to you here is actually an edible oil, really good for the hair.
So keeping it moist in between shampoos, what do you do?
Hydration is also key for natural hair. So you can do something as simple as getting a bottle, a spritz bottle, putting some distilled water and a few drops of any of these natural oils. And then you can scent it with your favorite essential oil. Mine is lavender and peppermint, like what we have here. And then just gently spritz your hair every morning. And what it does, it hydrates, wakes up your hair, and just quenches the thirst of your hair, makes it happy. And then you can go through the process of maybe adding some emollients to your hair.
After you've like moistened it with the water,
Yes,
then
you've
add the
hydrated
oils.
it. Because
Got it.
natural hair tends to be thirsty.
Great. Well, these are awesome things that people can do at home.
Obviously.
And, you know, of course, you, as the founder of this amazing brand, Shea Radiance, have sort of taken the messy work for those of you that don't want to kind of be, you know, DIY cooks, blending.
Exactly, we've made it easy.
Tell us about your products.
Absolutely. So we believe that great ingredients are a great foundation for a brand that is natural. And so we've taken all these oils here and incorporated them. We've combined nature and science to give you very highly effective hair care products. So right here is a product that also combines the oils in a spritz. So instead of you mixing yours, if you don't want to, we call it the hair milk. You just give your hair a few shots of hair milk in the morning. It's happy and ready to go.
For dry, thirsty hair,
Dry, thirsty hair. How many people can relate to that?
Okay, everybody, hello. Okay, so what else do you have?
We also have a moisture-rich hair butter. And really what we've done is just taken all these oils and created a hair butter.
So
it's almost like a
everything mixed
pomade.
together. Ooh,
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
It's
Love the
really great for your
texture.
scalp. And you know, sometimes I cheat When I can't find my moisturizer, I also use it on my skin.
It's so smooth. I mean, I'm looking at my skin and I'm just looking at,
Yes.
no more ashy lines, right?
No, there's no excuse to be ashy.
Yeah. On your hair, on your skin. Okay,
Yes,
great.
so just smother yourself with goodness.
And then in terms of shampoos, that's a big one. I know that it's
Absolutely.
important to use shampoos that are free of sulfates because they strip the hair. What do you
Yes.
recommend?
Absolutely, a sulfate-free shampoo is a must for color-treated hair and natural hair because sulfates strip the hair.
Yeah. These are awesome tips. I'm feeling empowered to like do some DIY,
Of
you know,
course.
maybe the avocado oil, maybe a little bit of castor oil to, make my hair shine and become even healthier. So thank you, Funlayo, for all of the amazing tips and for these great products. And, healing doesn't just stop with your hair. Coming up, we've got 5-star healing in the magical red rocks of Sedona, Arizona. So don't go away. If you enjoy being immersed in nature, there's almost nowhere more beautiful on earth than Sedona, Arizona. And if being pampered lights your fire, and you just need some downtime to relax and introspect, at this resort, you'll get the best of both worlds. I'm standing in one of the most beautiful places in the world, the Enchantment Resort, a 5-star destination spot nestled in Sedona, Arizona's Boynton Canyon. The moment you check into this luxurious green resort, the first thing you'll notice is the colorful, classic Southwestern decor inspired by the Native Americans who inhabited the land for millennia. This influence is present throughout the grounds of Enchantment, from the well-appointed hotel rooms, which bring guests up close and personal with sacred ground while nestled in the lap of luxury. From the gift shop, which allows guests to take home a piece of this rich heritage with indigenous spa products, clothing, and jewelry. But it doesn't stop there. Enchantment actively honors Native culture with a complete activities program including Native drum and flute, To get the lay of the land, I took a long hike on one of Enchantment's numerous hiking trails. Set on 70 acres of panoramic natural terrain, Enchantment Resort stands at the doorway of secluded Boynton Canyon, surrounded by red rock formations and powerful energetic vortexes known for inspiring body, mind, and spirit. With breathtaking views like these, it's easy to get in touch with Mother Nature. After the hike, I got a dose of Enchantment's 5-star service with a personal escort on an eco-friendly golf cart, which carried me through the grounds of the resort and down to the Miamo Spa. Twice ranked as the best destination spa in the world by Travel and Leisure magazine readers, Miamo takes its name from the Native American word for journey and draws upon indigenous wisdom and tradition to lead guests toward their own path of exploration and transformation. Throughout the spa, there are dozens of places to relax and unwind, from cozy lounges to the swimming pools and saunas. Now this is conscious living. My personal transformation at the spa began with the Inner Quest, a 1-hour treatment honoring Native ceremony and ritual, including the medicine wheel, representing the 4 stages of life, the use of sacred plants to cleanse my energy, and an authentic Pendleton blanket to create the warmth of a sweat lodge. The therapist explained each part of this sacred treatment step by step.
First, I'm going to use the sweetgrass to clear our energy. We use the sweetgrass as a blessing, a clearing. I'll open sacred space with the drum. To the winds of the west, the birth, the beginning. To the winds of the south, the childhood years, the years of learning. To the winds of the east, adulthood, the years of manifestation. To the winds of the north, the elders, the wisdom keepers, who pass down the teachings and the spiritual directions. These are the cycles of life. Then I'm going to use some healing techniques that the Native Americans use on hand healings. Okay, to just let your body relax and decompress. And then what I'm going to use is some cedar and sage essential oils. Have you breathe in that medicine. Feel my energy and allow us to connect. Breath to breath, energy to energy. Breathe in the medicine. Allow the medicine to become one with you. And then I'm going to use that cedar and sage and massage 7 sacred areas on your body. And then what I'm going to do is use stones on those 7 areas. The whole point with the stones is to recreate an essence of a sweat lodge and have special spiritual powers. Call on all the medicine, the plant people, the stone people, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, and ask them to be with you and tuck you in the Pendleton blanket. And I'll be leaving you for about 15 minutes for you to go inside.
Deeply healing and relaxing, my treatment was sealed with a powerful intention and a sacred stone.
And this is for your own personal journey.
Thank you.
Next, I booked a watsu, a gentle form of bodywork performed in a warm, saltwater pool. After acclimating myself to the water, the therapist explained to me the power of watsu.
So they have this notion of this steel space inside us, kind of at the bottom of the breath, for example. So when you hit that really silent dead space in there somewhere, it's not dead, it's just looks like it. Yeah. Put your back against the wall and then give you some close. And also I have to warn you that it's quite close physically, since I hold you, yeah?
Yes.
You know that already.
Well, you're not so bad to look at, so.
I'm gonna let you push them in.
Okay.
You have to push quite well.
Yeah.
Watsu combines elements of shiatsu massage, joint mobilization, muscle stretching, and even dance. This intimate treatment was so relaxing, I actually fell asleep in the water. Between the treatments, and the energy of the red rocks, I needed a moment to collect my thoughts, meditate, and introspect. So I headed to the Crystal Grotto, the heart and soul of Miamo. A magical space designed to resemble a kiva, the traditional Native American place of ritual. The grotto housed several large crystals that helped amplify my clarity and intention, and a skylight that ushered in the calming rays of the moon. One of the elements that makes this spa a world-class destination is the Miamo Cafe. Open exclusively to resort guests, the Miamo Cafe serves 3 health-conscious meals daily with a continuously changing menu of contemporary, intelligent cuisine served fresh from their exhibition-style kitchen. With an emphasis on fresh and nutritious ingredients from organic sources, it makes healing easy and delicious. My favorite was the raw gazpacho soup. So fresh. And for a fresh workout, I booked a private session with one of Miamo's top yoginis, who gave me a few pointers on how to take my yoga game to the next level. And just how important a regular practice could be for my ongoing healing. With one-on-one instruction on my alignment and form, it was one of the best yoga classes I've ever taken. And after several vinyasas, I felt open, invigorated, and grounded. By the end of my stay, I was sad to go, but the Red Rocks are always calling me, so I know I'll be back again.
That's all for this week. You want more? Follow us on Facebook or Twitter, or find us 24/7 at consciouslivingtv.com. See you next time. You can always check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, or 24/7 at consciouslivingtv.com.
Check us out on Twitter. It's a winner. Twitter.com.tv.
Let's keep rolling.
We've got like 1 million followers.